Welcome guys, welcome back to Leftovers Podcast. I'm Charlie.
I'm Joe.
Right, this is episode 7, so yeah, it's
I'm surprised we've got this well.
It's going well. We keep consistent though, haven't we? So
we have, every Friday, like we said, we have stated that.
Yeah, we should have a fair bit more to talk about this week, so it should be a bit of a longer episode. So yeah, we'll kickstart off. We've had a few, we've played FIFA 21, both of us.
Yes, it's been a week since it's come out officially, like proper launch. Obviously they had the Ultimate Edition come out Tuesday, so I've had over a week. You've had a week.
I think I've got that done the week. Got the SPCs done, the hybrids.
I still haven't got them done, which is not good of me. But I've had the game longer than you as well.
Yeah,
but I haven't had as much time.
That's understandable.
That is my excuse.
I mean, you're doing other stuff like work and stuff, but I mean, I've got those hybrids done. I've got good packs. Inform Saint Maximin. Oh, what a card!
Yeah, you messaged with that. I was like,
how? I sent it to you, and you were like,
"What best player that I've packed is Handanovic?"
I think I bought him.
Well, no surprise.
For an SBC,
he's like less than 20k.
Yeah.
Well, you used him in an SBC.
Oh, it might not have been him, but it might have been him.
What SBC did you do?
I don't know.
An 88
if you actually look up on YouTube, there's some really weird nations that are like, it's like there's the 9 Nations 7 Leagues one. It's like one of the
it's like the league and
it's really hard, but like I looked up, I was like, I'm so close to doing it with the cards I had, so I looked up a guy who did it and like the cheapest way to do it, and he had, I could swear it was Handanovic, but I wasn't sure. Definitely Game of the H, but it was like some really weird cards. You had to use like the Ukrainians or Polish.
I'm just trying to think of goalkeepers that are going with H. It can't have been Handanovic. It can't have been Handanovic. Anyway, but we've had a week to play it. What are your thoughts on FIFA 21 overall, and then in depth a bit more?
A week in, so I think a week of FIFA, I think you could get a solid perspective of the game. I think if you're comparing it to FIFA 21 overall, I think so far better.
Wait, do you mean FIFA 20? Compare it to FIFA 20?
No, I'm pretty sure.
FIFA 21 to FIFA 21.
I mean, it was a bit better than FIFA 21. I mean, FIFA 21 is okay.
At the moment, it seems
like
it's better.
It
does seem
20.
a bit better. Yeah, I think heading is a bit more realistic.
I still haven't scored a header, mate. Like
I have.
I think, isn't it when you press like LT and like cross it in or something, or LB, and you cross it in, and if it comes to your player, you just press shoot. It's like the meta at the moment. You just score.
I don't know.
I think one of the some guy I watched just said do that, and I tried it, and I was like, I came close, but I just can't get it on a head at the moment. Every time I do get on a head, he just flows at the bar. I've hit the bar like 5 times. It's so annoying. But so. With the SBCs, I've got a lot of them done. I think they're very rewarding from my perspective for the packs.
Well, it's pretty much like the first thing you do in every FIFA since they've had SBCs. You do the nation hybrids.
It's a good building block.
Hybrids, etc. They're always like the go-to things, and like you said, they're very rewarding. 50k packs, 45k packs, 55k packs. They're really good. Especially now since
quite like them.
Especially now since it's ones to watch. Which I did open my ones to watch pack, got trolled. Thought it was. Have I talked about this? No, I didn't talk about it in the last game.
I packed both benders.
Can you not swear at me?
From Leverkusen. The right back and centre back.
Oh yeah,
both German.
Yeah, both the Bender brothers. But I mean, I haven't played much, but it does seem better than last FIFA. I think. I think what they've done is, like they said, I think they've improved headers massively. They can't be any worse than they were in FIFA 20.
You scored a few then?
I've scored a couple. I haven't scored many.
I might have scored
I haven't scored many, but I haven't tried to score.
It's definitely better.
I haven't scored many, but it's not like I've tried to score. It's not like I need to score a header. Yeah. It's like, if the opportunity is there to cross the ball in. If the opportunity is there to cross the ball in, I'll cross it in and see what happens. Yeah. I
always try and cut inside. But what are your custom tactics looking at? What do you like? What's your formation using at the moment?
I'm using 4-3-3-4.
Yeah, I'm changing mine. Jesus Christ.
I've got the front three as getting behind, stay forward. Mm-hmm. I've got my attacking midfielder get forward. I've got my 2 full-backs as stay back while attacking. I think my 2 centre mids are balance attack. Yeah. But I might put one to stay back while attacking.
Yeah. I started off with 4-3-3 with 2 CDMs. And I got that from Matt. I think it's Matt HD Gamer. I quickly looked up because he knows everything about it. Yeah. And he went into. I was like, because I think I've watched like one video of his before, and then I was like, he came on like I just typed in like custom tactics, like what's the meta for the people that got it really early. And he came up and I clicked on his video and he had a really good tips. And then when I saved it, so when I bought the game, I'll just apply it onto my team. So I played the same formation as his. Obviously, I went for a Prem team. He went for like a French sort of team to start off with. And so I started off with the 4-3-3. It was similar to his. So I basically had the fullbacks on stay back. He said basically start off with defensive with a worse team because defending is really hard on FIFA 21 this year.
Oh yeah, I think defending's been awful.
In close. So. When you have the ball, like close control dribbling is disgusting. Like the amount of goals I've scored from edge of the box, close control dribbling it, and then just passing it to someone who runs in behind and scores is a joke. But when you're trying to defend against it, like I come up towards a player, obviously can only control one player at a time. So I'm using, now I have like Alphonso Davies at left back. What a pull, by the way. It comes, I'm 96 pace. I put him on, get forward, straight down, bombs it down, just goes past every single player, crosses it in, goal.
You're using. What interested me when you said this, you were using 5 at the back.
Yeah, now I am, but I'll explain that in a minute. One of my previous thing, I didn't have Alphonso Davies. I had who was my left back?
Chilwell, because you rate him so highly.
No, I had Tierney. Shut up. But I had Tierney, and I basically got him for the pace. But I basically just started off with them all back four, just staying back, and then balanced attack for the for when it was like attacking play. I think I changed it to a 4-2-3-1 in attacking, I believe.
Is that with the 3 cams, or is that with the left mid and right mid? Because there's 2 4-2-3-1s.
That is with the left mid and right mid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the last one. Not the good one.
Well, I find it better.
4-2-3-1s with the 3 cams is like the meta formations in recent FIFA. So
yeah, but I did find it comfortable. But as I basically improved my team, I felt like feel like the formation was kind of comfortable with the sort of players, just the style of play. Like I like to pass the ball a lot, but I do like to take players on as well. If I sometimes, they say they do loads of skills. You have to do it quite specific, because obviously you can do them on skills.
I know no skills with FIFA.
The amount of time I try and do skills, and I'm like, this is how you do it, and it just doesn't do it, or just the wrong skill. Like I try and do rainbow flicks, and it just doesn't do it.
But I think it's because also they've changed a couple.
It does depend on the skill rating of the player.
They've changed a couple of the controls on skills. So when you try and do the drag back,
I looked them up.
When you try and do the drag back, it's different now.
Well, like rainbow flick is like down, up, and then up again, and then if you want to do an advanced one, it's like you hold it the second time and then you flick up. But I did that. Sometimes it does it with I've done it with set maximum. Brilliant. But sometimes I just go up, down, up, and then it just doesn't do it. I'm just what's your point?
I don't know. I don't do skills. I'm not a skill.
It's easy. Like the ones I mainly use is either ball roll, fake shot.
Are you rotor ball roll? Shoot.
I do not do that at all. But no, I don't really shoot whilst using it. Only if I'm one-on-one with a keeper and he's coming far out. The first shots I think are a bit better than last year.
Another thing I've actually realised as well is chips shots.
I've got scored a couple of them.
They are OP.
Yeah.
I literally have run.
The AI is scored so many against me.
But I have literally been about so close to the keeper, I just chip it and the keeper just goes down and the ball goes over him. It's like, okay, well that's a goal.
Yeah, so I started off with just sweating out the squad battles, got them done. I didn't manage to play all 40 games, but I came close to Elite 3, but I basically, time management was awful and I just didn't get to finish the games. I was about a couple thousand off Elite 3, so I would have made it in.
What, in squad battles?
Yeah.
I got Elite 3 and I got bugger all for my packs.
I did 20 games or 21.
You can see what I got in my squad battle rewards on my latest video, which is
out
now. Okay, it's out actually now, but it's physically out now.
I will.
So watch it. Please watch it. Please subscribe.
Oh no, I wouldn't have an interview earlier.
Has it been out for an hour or did it come out at 3 o'clock? I can't remember.
No. Did you have it on a timer?
So yeah, I scheduled it.
Okay. So I went on. So I started Division Rivals, and then for the first time, the quick tip is don't start Division Rivals to get a good team, because then you can get like 124k if you win your first 5 packs, or like first 5 games even. So
it's been out for an hour and it's got 0 views.
You'll get there, Joe.
Life's tough.
In another lifetime. But, So yeah, I did this. I'll straight on the EA servers, straight on Division Rivals. Don't, as I said just now, like don't go onto Division Rivals unless you're like an OP player. Wait until you've got a solid team, because you're just going to get hammered by players that are just pay to win.
Pace is meta.
I played against a team who literally had no chemistry, but had the paciest team in the game.
Yeah, you can have.
We drew, but it was hard as hell.
Yeah, but I had Maguire and Ben Mee as my centre backs, and oh my god, Maguire is just.
I remember you just going like, we were on Discord like, Harry Maguire, awful, just like in real life. You said,
oh my god. It was awful. We'll talk about Maguire a bit more in real life.
He's about as slow as a snail's feet.
But he's got like 50 pace. Honestly, he was at the halfway line. The attacker was already in my box. Like there was no point. But I did buy a couple better centre backs who are much better now.
Who are they?
Although Tomori didn't you? But you'll see.
Yeah, I've got that.
You'll also see that in my video.
I packed more.
But alright. I had to buy them both. I had to buy them both.
Couple K.
I bought 45k and it's fine.
It's okay, actually. No.
But I'm going to use that to buy ones to watch Thiago. Spoiler alert. But anyway.
How much is he?
Oh, I don't know. He's not out yet. He'll be out when on the day this video comes out.
I think he's going to be worth more than Inform St. Maximin.
No, probably not. But
it's just the pace that makes
good for
expensive.
me because I have to buy him. Like how I'm going to pack him.
Yeah.
But
I packed PK in the pack, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, it's like 10k. It's like one of the worst walkouts ever.
Because St. Maximin would have come out.
And I would have been like, I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, okay, I'll just go on, click on the pack. I'll just look at it.
Did you get trolled? And
I was like, he is going to be expensive.
Did you think it was Ramos?
It came up with the Spanish flag, obviously.
Spanish centre back and then walkout could have been Ramos, but I mean you had something else on the pack which is good. But anyway,
Hannah, what country is Lenglet from? France, yeah. So it couldn't have been. I couldn't have got money because I would have taken Lenglet over Piqué any day of the week. But
you can't I mean, that's a bit of a dumb question. He's not even a walkout.
No, I know he's not a walkout. I'm just saying.
So why did you ask the question?
Because I'm just saying, if I wanted to Barcelona centre back, I would have taken him over by Piqué any day of the week because he's miles better on the game.
I think so would anyone else, but I mean, like, I don't.
Yeah, but I just obviously, I know he's French, but I mean, I'm just saying, Piqué is such a bad player in the game, and I think
he's got like 50 pace or something.
I know, but in aerial threats, he's decent.
Like a higher rated Maguire.
Maguire's not even that, mate. He's like not even B-Tech at this rate. He's awful.
I don't know how he's 82, but
well, captain. That's probably what get him, and he's English.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, yeah, but. Anyway, I would have taken him that, but he's just such a better player. But I mean, anyway, he should be 86 in my opinion. But anyway, with the servers,
because more hopefully you would have got it, even though you saw a Spanish flag and not a French flag.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, still. Anyway, with the servers, I went Division Rivals. First game was all right, and then it came onto it, and then 0-0. I clipped them all as well, most of them. And so I've got evidence here, so watch out. But I mean, emails coming your way.
Oh no!
But I mean,
gonna file a lawsuit against them. Oh no!
They're going down quick and fast.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I was just running down the wing, and it just completely just stopped, lagged out, and then it's different because past FIFAs, if the ESLs are down, it would be down for both parties, and then it would just stop, and they can carry on with the game.
Not necessarily. If it's the no, if it's the no loss glitch, then no.
Yeah, but like, I mean, if this is just generally during the game, not if obviously the opponent has just gone and done that. But I mean, with previous FIFAs, it was just rubbish. Now, like, I was just playing, and my servers have just gone down, and then he grabs the ball back, and it's just stop, super laggy, and then before you know it, it's just gone and scored, and that's just like it's like skipped from him getting the ball back from me. Like, I've tried to stop running, but then he takes another touch, lags out, he has the ball, and then it lags out again. He's halfway down my end of the pitch, and then it lags out again, and he scores. I've got evidence, but I mean, it's so annoying. I've got proof, Joe.
EA don't care. They don't care.
Of course they don't care.
They're getting there.
They're always like, we promise the servers could be better this year. You go and pay £50, you get the game. What like toss? It like just still rubbish. So yeah, I think just stick on the single player. I think we'll do. I think we'll do a co-op.
We'll do a co-op. We'll start that up soon. I just kind of want to get the Team Thiago kind of series starting rolling again.
Yeah.
Again, like it happened before. What am I about?
Has it? You just haven't uploaded it.
No, but I need to record another video of me doing Division Rivals. But then we can start our Road to Glory Cup series. I'll probably fly. I can probably do a career mode.
I will start career mode soon.
That'll probably be quite easy to edit as well. This video, also my video that I edited, it was painful because I had like 6-7 hour footage of me playing squad bats and I had to compile it down to like 6-7 minutes. It was painful, but I got there eventually.
You just include the bits like where you scored.
I pretty much just added a few goals and I was like, I can't do it for every game. Screw the rest of the footage, and I just left it. And then I showed off my packs and whatnot. But onto something else that's rubbish. Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire.
He's awful.
And the manager, absolute shocking. Southgate.
Oh come on, one loss in a year. Give him a break.
He's awful.
Give him a break.
No, he's awful.
No, I'm not having this.
How can you back this guy? He's awful.
Oh yeah, we've lost one game.
No, but
oh, now we're rubbish.
No,
oh great.
No. It's not just that. It's people aren't just saying because we've lost him. It's the fact that we drew against them like the other time, and his team selection, and he has favourites. He's wasting young generational talent. He is not, and even with players that are in form like Grealish, how can you not be playing?
How is he wasting young generational talent? I know who you're going to say now.
Who?
Greenwood.
It's more than that. It's Greenwood. It's Foden. It's Saka.
That's what I mean. That's what I know you're going to say.
It's just so annoying.
But in his defence,
it's not even.
In his defence, Manchester United haven't been playing well. So why would you even want anyone in that squad at the moment? You've got Foden, who
I would take Rashford, obviously.
Rashford's different because
Well, Wan-Bissaka, he's not picking Wan-Bissaka, is he? Because now he's representing someone else.
Yeah, he's gone to our DR Congo.
Yeah, but he only chose that because he's not getting picked for England.
But we've got so many right backs anyway.
Yeah, but I think on his day, at the moment he's been playing pretty bad.
Trippier. We've got Reece James now.
He just got sent off. But,
he got sent off after the game. But to be fair, he was our best player yesterday.
Yeah, he did play quite well.
He played very well.
But yeah, Southgate, I think he's done. He needs to go. He's not. I don't think he's not going to take us anywhere. The thing is, people rate him because he took us to a semi-final of the World Cup and he beat Belgium. But if you look in perspective, the run into the semi-final was easy as hell, and we actually almost struggled. How we get to penalties with Colombia is beyond me because they're an awful team.
To be fair, it was a last-minute goal.
Yeah, but
it was a last.
We should be cruising with the side we had. We should be cruising with them. Even with look at the attack we had. And our defence has always been a problem in recent years. We haven't had the best defenders in the world, but we now have solid players. My best back four is Trent right back, Gomez and Tyrone Mings and Chilwell on the left. That's my personal back four that I want to see.
You said Chilwell isn't great defensively.
Who?
Chilwell isn't great defensively.
Yeah. He's not, but getting forward, which is what we need. But he's still a left back.
So
Trent isn't good at defending.
Great. So we've got just two centre backs, and that's it as our defence.
No, obviously they can do something. What I'm saying, compared to others, they're not as good. But Luke Shaw, left back, defensively great, going forward, suspect. But I'm he can bomb forward and put good balls in, but he's not getting picked. Will he get in the Euro squad? I'm not sure, but I know for a fact Chilwell, if he's not injured, he will get in the squad, and I know for a fact Trent will get in the squad. But he's being dropped and he's playing Trippier and Walker, who are not as good.
Whatever. But the one thing we can agree on, is Maguire is awful, and that he doesn't deserve to be in the England squad at the moment, let alone in the
He should be stripped. I think Ollie is the thing is, he's not getting that the board as well, but he should be not making Harry Maguire captain. He's not a captain, and I think Greece is still in his head. He's not mentally right. Whether he needs a break, whether or not, but the thing is, he is a captain for Manchester United. He didn't show that when he was playing for England, even though he's not the captain. He still needs to bring in that leadership. He's just, when he's in form, he's a good player. He's just not playing well at all at the moment.
Yeah, no, I think everyone was.
It's just the United squad is just awful at the moment.
I just had to kill that fly. I think £80 million was just
Leicester are laughing.
Yeah, Leicester. Let's be fair to them. Have been paid £115 million for their centre back and left back, which is insane for them. It's ridiculous.
Great replacement.
But it's ridiculous for Man United to spend £80 million on that centre back. Bearing in mind, Van Dijk cost £5 million less. But I mean, who would you rather take 100 million% Van Dijk? I think even if like it was the other way around and Van Dijk was worth more than Maguire, we'd still be saying how on earth is Maguire worth?
Yeah, he's miles better, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean Van Dijk is rightfully deserving of that.
And
price
he's a captain,
tag.
and he can lead not just a back line but a team.
Yeah. Van
Maguire
Dijk,
can lead his back line.
Obviously Van Dijk's not our first captain. It's Henderson and Milner. But when he is captain, he does quite well. And like, actually, wait, wasn't he captain for Aston Villa?
Who?
Van Dijk. I've kind of messed up there because he was captain. Virgil van Dijk was captain for Liverpool and now 17 loss. And I just see he's very good at it.
It's one game, come on.
Yeah, one game, yeah. Anyway, but usually he's very good. But like Maguire, just it was so weird how they spent £80 million on him. Like, it was almost like a panic buy.
It was a panic buy.
Well, not necessarily a panic buy because they wanted him. But in terms of, they kind of was just like, oh screw it, let's just pay £80 million.
It's like they had no other options. They were like, you pay the £80 million or no one else.
And that's the issue with Man United's transfer business. They
need a boarding director.
They have their eyes set on one player in that position, and if they don't get it, it's over.
Yeah, it's like over. Sancho, a great example.
Sancho,
if knew him for 6 months the price, and Dortmund were like, they thought Dortmund was mucking around saying he has to be bought by August. They weren't mucking around.
No,
like they said, here's the price, 108 million. You pay it, you get the player. You don't play it, you don't pay him, then you don't get the player.
No, yeah, exactly.
And then basically they were like, oh, we'll give you 90 million, we'll give you 70 million plus add-ons. Got rejected straight away, as everyone knew it would be.
Yeah.
And then they didn't go in for a second bid, but they didn't put the 108 million in, or they tried to come up with an agreement. It lasted 6 months. Instead of just going, right, Dortmund said, here's the deadline, what's it, 10th, 11th of August time. They said, pay it by then. You hit Sancho is a Man United player, and then there you go, great business. Like Ed Woodward said last summer, that the reason why they had a pretty suspect transfer window last year, Glazers have always, ever since they bought the club, have always been very bad. One of the reasons, obviously, Sir Alex Ferguson's getting old, but he decided to leave because he wasn't feel like he's getting the back in. They did the same with Mourinho, Van Gaal, David Moyes, and now they're doing the same with Ollie. Ollie is like excited because he got the job. He's had little experience. He's managing his love of the club, and he loves Man United. And then he doesn't get backed by the board. But they promised him last season that they were going to get young generational players for the future.
I agree with you to an extent. I think yes, the board is awful, and I think Ole hasn't had the backing he needs. But I think also Ole isn't a good manager.
Oh yeah, totally. He's not enough.
I genuinely think like he, even if he was backed,
the fact that you bring Bruno off at half time in that Tottenham game is a disgrace.
Yeah, well, obviously that's different because obviously there was something going on behind the scenes. We didn't really know too much about.
It was like he did something what a captain, but he was doing something what Roy Keane would do. Like Sir Alex Ferguson would have played Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, obviously, but I mean, I think if you ask any Man United fan, they'll be like,
it's just his serious lack of experience as a manager.
But, I mean,
he's always sat.
To be fair, you're
on the sideline, isn't he?
I mean, to be fair, you're 4-1 down against Tottenham.
But you always keep your leader on. You never take him off.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean,
unless he's injury prone. I mean, Baye again got injured the other day, didn't he?
Yeah.
So,
but I think if you compare, obviously I keep bringing it up because I'm biased, but Liverpool, when it comes to their transfer targets, when we needed a backup left back, we were first interested in Jamal Lewis. We offered a fee. Norwich wanted more. We ended that negotiation and moved on to our second target, Simicast, who we got for less or a similar amount that we actually wanted Jamal Lewis for, and that's perfectly fine. So we have clearly a plan of if this player fails, we've got another one.
Yeah,
and if this player
good time management.
Exactly, and like same with Jota as well. I think it was either between Jota or Sarr. We decided let's go Sarr. We decided let's go Jota.
Did you now?
No, but he had a great game against was it Sweden? Sweden for Portugal.
Couple of goals,
2 goals.
Stepping for CR7. CR7 who?
Exactly. CR who?
Don't disrespect him.
But no, Jota. We got Jota instead of Sarr for what probably would have been a similar price. Maybe Jota was a bit more than what we would have paid for Sarr. But to be fair, Jota's got a couple of years in the Premier League experienced. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Obviously we've got. I mean, with Thiago, I think it was like we just get Thiago. Like it's 20 million game, obviously.
Absolute steal.
And no one else was really interested in him. So why the hell not? But Liverpool are very smart, and it was like I think Salah wasn't our first choice, but we got him. I don't know who it was, but like I think we were linked with like Gelson Martins as well or something. But we have backup options if need be, and that shouldn't be like a insult to the player. not saying like Salah was second choice.
It's Liverpool at the end of the day. Like it's Liverpool. Like even if you're like
I
your
think
first choice, you're coming to a club of that size.
At the time when not in terms of like first choice on the team sheet. I mean first choice.
Yeah, I know you mean.
Okay, so cool. But like with Salah, that time it was more like it was like the process of Liverpool was starting to be taken a bit more seriously, and then like the season after it was like, no, Liverpool's a place where you want to go rather than where you want to leave and go to Real Madrid or go to Barcelona or something. And we've seen that with Thiago. Thiago could easily have signed a contract renewal with Bayern Munich, especially since they won the Champions League, but he decided, I want to go to Liverpool. That would be a great experience for me. So Liverpool now have that power of bringing good players in. Manchester United
again, I think he'll do really, really well in Europe. But I think with Man United, the thing is like they knew the Sancho deal, they didn't pay for it. What they could have done is like if they knew they weren't going to pay that 800 million either in instalments or just straight out by say August, they could have allocated 2 months to try and go for someone else like Adama Traore or Saint Maximin, which is I've been listening to a few Man United fans. They're like, okay, we'll go for him. They're not as good as Sancho, but there's literally we need a right winger.
Saint Maximin has signed a contract.
He signed a new 6-year contract, but this obviously was recent. This is not before.
Oh yeah, that's true.
2 months ago.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think Saint Maximin would have gone to Man United. Adama Traore.
It's like they tried to like.
I don't really see a Adama Traore.
People never thought would happen, but I mean, like if they knew Sancho was not going to happen, they need to have a backup option like Liverpool did.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So not necessarily they wouldn't have got him, but at least they're trying to go for someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Because eventually money talks.
Yeah, I mean they did have Dembele.
But it would have been such a bad buy.
Yeah, well,
injury prone was hell.
Injury prone. I think
Wants to stay at Barca.
I think I saw somewhere where it was like they would try and sign him before doing a medical or something, and it's like with a player of his injuries and his like background of injuries, that's very risky. But don't get me wrong, when he plays on his day, he is amazing and he's great with both his feet, etc., etc. But like you said, he's very injury prone, and it would have been a bit of a risky signing. But
then, United did buy a couple of more deadline day signings. They've got a couple of like prospects who are coming through. Apparently, the next Messi or something with Adama Traore. Yeah, he's not until January. But then they've got Pelestri, I think, who's now a Man United player, but nobody knows who he is.
Exactly, but
apparently he's straight in the first team.
But anyway, back to Maguire. Obviously, got sent off. Was it a red? Yes. Was it stupid? Yes. Is Maguire
he got the ball, but he followed through and caught his ankle.
Exactly. Yeah, he did get the ball. It was
kind of. It was kind
of like a Van Dijk challenge on Mertens against.
Did you see the ITV post-match show with Roy Keane?
No, I watched the actual game.
Like Roy Keane basically was saying like he has sympathy for Maguire and things like that, and he still thinks like the Greece incident things are going wrong. So like a lot of Man United players, like even when the report came out that Bruno's lost faith in Ollie and things like that, the United squad's just a shambles at the moment. Obviously the board doesn't.
I think Bruno has come out and said that's rubbish about the fact that he isn't back in Ollie.
I think he did have the incident at lunch, but I think
I think it's just one of those. It's just that thing that goes past.
I think it's just clicks.
Everyone passed by next day.
Like you can see like Bruno's like a winner though. You can see I would like to see him as captain of United, but Maguire won't lose his captaincy because now, like if anything, Ollie's just going to feel sympathy for Maguire and be like, come on. But he needs someone next to him who's quality. But don't get me wrong, Lindelof and Maguire is bad as each other at the moment, and Bailly's a step in, but now he keeps getting injured and he keeps cocking up himself. And
they don't have many centre back options really.
No, like they've got Tuanzebe is
Tuanzebe who could be playing there.
Yeah. Obviously Mensah as a right back
could play like three. They could play like three at the back and put Luke Shaw there.
But playing like five at the back is such bad football for a top six side. It's such a negative way to play, isn't it?
They played that against the top six. They played that against Arsenal. They played that.
As I mean, like when the first game of the season last season against Chelsea were a much better side. They won 4-0 because they took their chances. Chelsea didn't. And they just counter-attack.
That was what it is. Like Chelsea hit the post a couple times, and
just one of those it's just those games where like they beat City, didn't they? And like, but it wasn't
that's like it is.
It's just counter-attacking football. And if he wants to play like that, fair enough. At the end of points, the points that count that wins you the title, and you can play as rubbish as you want. Like there's that time, was it like Sir Alex Ferguson? He won the title with United with such a bad side. I think it was like early. 2012, 13, I can't remember.
Okay, let's move on because we've kind of clarified that Maguire's the worst defender.
Oh, good question. If Southgate was to leave, who would you like to see as a Man United, as a new England manager?
I don't know.
Have you seen the odds for?
I haven't seen the odds. Actually, I did see an image, but I didn't actually see the odds.
Eddie Howe's an option. Not even joking, Arsene Wenger's one of the options as well.
I have seen Arsene Wenger linked with the job.
Come on, get him.
His
style of, he's just got favourites. His style of football is awful. I sound a bit foreign there.
Find it.
But
I didn't spell Gareth Southgate right. That's not how you spell Gareth Southgate.
Just the fact that he doesn't play Grealish is an absolute joke.
I'm trying to see. The
thing is, like, there's only about Kane in that squad.
There we go.
Only about Kane in that squad yesterday would get into the Euros.
Sean Dyche, Graham Potter, Eddie Howe, Chris Wilder, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, alright, Stevie, Phil Neville, Arsene Wenger, and Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers even in English, is he? No. I mean, neither is Arsene Wenger.
I know if Gary isn't on there, Phil is, but I would take Gary Neville as England manager. Why not? I mean, he cocked up at Seville, but
you mean Valencia?
Yeah, same thing.
Eddie Howe is an interesting.
Didn't have too good time.
Eddie Howe is a bit of an interesting one.
I would actually see.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't actually mind
the fact that he kept Bournemouth in the Prem for a long time.
I think
longer than expected.
Sean Dyche, Graham Potter, Chris Wilder, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard.
No.
Brendan Rodgers. No. Arsene Wenger. As interesting as it would be to see him.
What was his previous foreign guy name? Was it Cabba? What's his name?
Oh, Fabio
Capello, isn't it?
That's it, Fabio whatever his name is. Fabio Capello. That's
yeah.
I don't. Out of all of these, Eddie Howe is probably the more realistic one, and maybe Phil Neville. Everyone else is like either no.
It's like that win against
Belgium.
They're
managing a club.
Yeah.
Or I don't see Arsene Wenger really managing it. As much as it would be great to see him, I don't think it'll be.
He's just one of those managers who doesn't have a style. And I understand international football. You don't have a time like you do at a club to chemistry team.
We could go invincible.
The thing is, like,
no, you know what? In a time of crisis, who do you need? Big Sam. Bring him back.
Sam Allardyce.
He's got his 100% record. He's proven.
I think
bring him back.
Well, to be fair, yeah, you're not wrong. But I mean, it's just. With Southgate, I think he's done good for us. He did get us to a semi-final. Yes, he beat Belgium, number one side currently.
He actually got us to 2 semi-finals.
Okay,
Nations League.
Okay, sorry, the Nations League semi-final. I've always wanted to win that trophy.
Who cares?
And
I grossed up friendlies.
It's just a terrible thing. But I think it's just the fact that he clearly has favourites. You cannot deny that. And the thing is, other international Mason Mount. I think other international teams, like especially like Belgium. Yes, they didn't have Courtois or Hazard, but they're playing the team that's most likely going to start in the Euros. He's picking players that deservedly should be put in the squad, but they're most likely not going to be playing in the Euros or getting the squad or the first 11.
I was about to say somebody, but then I was like, he doesn't deserve to be playing right now.
I mean, the first 11.
A certain T-Rex.
Like the fact that he plays even players like Pickford and doesn't give Dean Henson a chance is, in my opinion, a joke. And the fact that he doesn't play, how he didn't play Jack Grealish, who was man of the match against Wales. Who do you bring on in that Denmark game if you need a goal? Jack Grealish. You don't bring on, like, yes, you can bring on Henderson, but he's not going to. He can pass the ball around really well. He's a good box-to-box player, but he's not going to create the chances that Grealish does. He doesn't drive forward like
I agree. We need to move on. But
CR7 got COVID.
CR7 did get COVID.
Yes, and Mbappe hug, surely.
Yeah, did you see that?
How did he get it and no one else? He's like the most body, whatever we call it.
I mean, hopefully
he's the most careful, cautious about his body than any other man on the planet.
He's very healthy and whatnot. Yeah. So we are assuming he'll make a full recovery, but we do wish him.
Hopefully he's back for the Barca game.
Hopefully he'll be back in time for that. I mean, I don't know. Like it is weird how he gets it 2 days after the French clash.
Yeah. But and the fact that no one else gets it as well.
Portuguese
squad.
Yeah, it is interesting, but who knows? Maybe it was point between.
Yeah. And so where is he staying then? Did he have to go back to
quarantine? He was with the Portuguese squad, but then I'm assuming he's been removed from the Portugal squad. I don't know where he is now, but he's obviously been removed.
There was like a thing of him video recording his like.
But what I don't get though is why are we doing internationals during a pandemic?
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. Like, just scrap.
Why?
Why do the Nations League?
I can understand I can understand club football because you're staying confined in at least your country. Denmark players are flying over to England. How? Like, what? Why? Like you said, French players flying over to Portugal. Why? There's no. Why are we doing this? Because if, like, for example, if Ronaldo,
I think it should just be scrapped.
If Ronaldo did pass on COVID to, let's just say Griezmann, for example, he's flying back to Spain. He's going to infect the Barcelona squad.
Well, they'll get tested, but
obviously
still,
they'll get tested. Yes, and that's,
before they get tested, he could still infect more people.
But that's what I mean. Like, he could still infect people, and like he's got to go back to Italy as well. So
and they can go back to their mothers, their fathers,
yeah,
and
exactly,
their grandparents.
and it affects everyone. So it's like, why are we even doing this?
I think like the people that are in the A groups in the Nations League are getting qualified for the Euros anyway. So I think the Nations League final didn't need to happen this year. I think it just needed to be scrapped. Let the qualifiers for the Euros happen in very safe conditions, because they have to obviously qualify for the Euros. They're the compulsory games.
That's fair enough, but we don't need the friendlies. We don't need the Nations League. Like the Euros,
no one wants it.
The Euros, fine.
Yeah,
but you can. That's easy to plan if you don't have the Nations League and you don't have the.
And it's pushed back to you. You've got a year to prepare for it.
Exactly. But whoever thought of that, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Premier League. I want to talk two things about the Premier League. One, the fixtures, and another thing that's been going around recently. But let me get the fixtures up. The first fixture of the weekend is the big one. The Merseyside derby, probably the most anticipated Merseyside derby in recent years.
Hopefully this time a Liverpool youth team won't smash up the Everton first team.
Which
won't happen now.
I'm hoping we can just have a good defence.
I'm not even joking. I think Everton. I wouldn't say they're going in as favourites, but I think it's an even chance.
Oh yeah, I think Everton are definitely, much more.
If I met a better man and he said I'll bet on Everton to win 2-1, I would say good bet.
Yeah, you wouldn't be. You're not.
I wouldn't say like last year. I'd say you idiot.
Liverpool fans aren't going into this going, yeah, easy dub. We're going into this going, okay, we need to be careful. Especially not only because Everton are doing very well, also because we've just been hammered 7-2.
Yeah.
But
maximum violence.
So we do need to be very careful.
What's your score prediction for that game first, before we move on?
It will be an entertaining game.
I'm going 2-2.
I'm going 3-2.
To Liverpool?
To Everton.
Are you actually?
No, of course not. I'm going to Liverpool, of course.
Oh, go on, pick Everton.
No, mate, I'm going with my voice.
Go on.
But good news is, though, we've got Thiago and Mane back. So we will have a much bigger squad.
Did Everton have anyone missing? I don't think they did they?
Hopefully Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison.
Maybe
like Wijnaldum just quickly breaks their legs right at the beginning, just double slide tackle.
I'm off to Barcelona in January. I'm just going to take.
I'm off to Barcelona. Liverpool fans would love me for this.
Yeah.
But another big game, Man City Arsenal.
Yeah. Well, before that you got Chelsea Scum, and I think
I won't be able to watch the match.
But
why am I working on?
But would Ziyech be back for the Chelsea game? Chilwell will be, obviously.
What, for the Chelsea Southampton?
Yeah.
Well, I can't just raise past that because I thought it would be a Chelsea win.
All their signings are fit now, apart from Ziyech.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
I think
that's a set.
If they thrash Scum, I think they've got a good shot.
Man City Arsenal will be a very good game.
Or top 3 even. Yeah, it should be actually. Partey might start.
Partey will probably start. Has Ruben Diaz played for them yet?
I think so. Has he? Let me have a look.
Yeah, he did. He played in a 1-1 against Leeds.
I thought he did, yeah.
Yeah. But that'll be a good game because Arsenal haven't had a bad start.
If Arsenal win that game, I fancy them getting a fourth. I think they can get fourth. Yeah.
I think if Everton win this game,
they could push for third. I think Arsenal. Sorry.
I was like, whoa, that's a
not that one. Man City might have to, not fight for top 4. They'll get top 4, but
it's fine. It's fine. In January they'll buy they'll spend another £250 million and be like, yeah,
cool. The money they spent on the defence is absolutely.
Newcastle Man U, that could be quite an interesting game.
Go on, St Maximin.
St Maximin would be quite interesting to see. After that, the rest of the game's pretty dire. But Tottenham West Ham.
Portsmouth against Doncaster. Come on. No one cares about that.
You're gonna lose. But Tottenham West Ham on Sunday, that could be a decent game. But the rest of them, they have introduced obviously the.
Will Bale be back? He's back in first team training.
Maybe not. He might be back after that though.
Might make a little feature at the end if he's lucky.
But yeah, he might come on and
if they're winning 5-0.
Yeah. But they are introducing obviously the box office thing where you have to pay 15 quid for a game, which is ridiculous.
You already pay for the subscription.
Did we talk about this last week?
Might have done.
I don't know, but
You already pay for the subscription, then you've got to pay for the game.
Then you've got to pay £15 for.
Like, what's the point? Everyone's just like
for one game, you have to pay £15.
In the subscription, everyone's like, "Thank you, just straight onto the illegal websites. I'm cancelling my subscription."
Yeah, but like somebody said that it will push people to go to illegal websites more. Yeah, and I wouldn't.
And every time one gets like brought down, they
how much would you expect it to be?
What do you mean?
What was the maximum price you would spend to watch one match?
Well, you pay for the subscription, so hopefully.
No. What? Well, no, you're not. Then you're not paying. Then you are paying for it. Then.
No.
If it was a system like they've got now, so some of the games are included in your.
I mean, before that, obviously, you just had to pay for the subscription.
Yeah. But now, like, since they are doing it, how much would you? So, for example, Liverpool Sheffield United. That is a game that is being broadcast on the box office. Then, how much would you expect to pay for that? Or me as a Liverpool fan?
What, the Liverpool?
That's just an example. That is a game that is being broadcast as a box office game.
The only games I pay for would be good top 6 sides.
I get it.
I know.
I'm just using it as an example.
Depends on the game.
Yeah, but half the games are trash anyway. I think.
So I wouldn't pay for them, would I?
But like how? Okay, so say Portsmouth are playing.
Well, it should be cheap, wouldn't it? League One.
No, but okay, Portsmouth are playing Arsenal.
Oh.
How much are you going? How much?
We played them, didn't we, last year?
That's why I'm using that example. How much would you have paid to see that match on TV?
On TV? Well, we have iFollow, but if it was on Sky, the same system. I don't know. If you're thinking in perspective that we're going to have other games that we'll have to pay for on box office, I think I'll probably pay no more than about £5.
Okay, fine. I would agree with that. I'd say £5 is the maximum it should have been. No,
it shouldn't be anything, but I mean, if it had to be a price.
No, it should have been part of the subscription thing that you've got. Like, it should be.
That's what I mean.
It should be either
you shouldn't pay
BT,
extra.
Sky, Prime, and what's the other one?
Huh?
Isn't there another one? BT, Sky, or BBC? That was it. They only have a couple. Another thing I want to talk about: Project Big Picture. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like that. When it's like all the
it's
teams rejected it, didn't they?
So it's been rejected, but it was I think made by Liverpool and Man U, and it was basically a major change in the Premier League. So it would have been 18 teams instead of 20 teams. The relegations would have worked. So it's the
it's a bit like a
two
Bundesliga.
teams. It's like the 18th and 17th team would have been relegated. So it's a bit like Bundesliga. The 16th team would have been in a semi-final of playoffs between 3rd, 4th and 5th in the Championship, and then whoever obviously wins that will go up to the Premier League. You've then got I think like when it's like one club equals one vote, they would have changed it so it's not, and then it's like 14 out of 20 clubs, if they voted for that thing, that's it. That's what they do. Then I think it was out of 9 teams, and it was the top 6 plus Everton, Southampton, and another team which I can't remember.
A few were just like no. A few were
another team I can't remember, but it was like I think it was like the 3 clubs that were like have been in the Premier League for a long time. But
I saw something.
And then it was like if 6 of the 9 teams decide on a rule, that's what it will be. But
it didn't happen, did it?
But it hasn't happened. People were saying it will give more power to the bigger teams because they have more control over everything and whatnot. What do you think about it? Do you think Project Big Picture is a good thing?
It's hard to say, isn't it? Because for it to get a good perspective, you need to have seen it happen.
But in terms of what you hear, in terms of what you've heard about it, do you think it's good?
I think it'll make it a lot more competitive, which I think would be better for the leagues in terms of like less places to play for.
But you've also got the top 6 teams having more control over the decisions.
Well, yeah, that is biased, which is the downside of it. So overall, I probably would reject it as well.
Yeah. There's probably, I wouldn't say everything about it is bad.
No. There's some good points in there, but
I think some of it. I'm not saying that some of it would be a good change for football.
They might bring it back in the future.
I'm just saying that it would be interesting to see a couple of these aspects be
implemented
into the thing, into the Premier League. But I think there's definitely work that needs to be done around it if it was to happen.
Yeah.
But it's been a very controversial thing that, yeah. But I just wanted to talk about it because I thought it would be quite interesting.
Yeah.
But let's move on from football because we always talk about football. Let's move on to Spider-Man 3. Because, get off your phone. Spider-Man 3, because exciting.
Big film.
Exciting time.
Come on, Spidey.
This could be the biggest Marvel film, except like non-Avengers, if that makes sense. And out of the excluding the 4 Avengers films, this could be the biggest.
I think it'll
one
be bigger than every film other than Endgame if it goes right.
I think you mean like.
I'm not even writing it off beating Endgame. That's how big this thing could be. But
I think
it could break 2 billion. I think. I'd give it a chance. It will definitely break 1 billion if it will go well. Because it'll definitely. I think it will beat Black Panther. But if it breaks 2 billion, absolutely, it's a good film.
Okay, so basically the rumours are
highly reported from very credible sources
for a lot of things. So firstly, I think we've talked about this before, but Jamie Foxx has come back as Electro.
Yep.
We've got Doctor Strange being in it, so Benedict Cumberbatch.
I think Spider-Man's in his sequel as well, Doctor Strange.
Yes, I did think that. I did think that.
Yeah.
I did think that originally.
I don't know which way they're going to go around.
I've predicted Marvel. I'm in their heads.
Because I swear, isn't Doctor Strange sequel coming out in 2022? Because Spider-Man 3 is out December next year.
Spider-Man is starting shooting now.
Yeah.
I think Doctor Strange is starting shooting next month. So it'll come at a similar time.
I would fancy it because I think the Spider-Man film will take longer to shoot. So
but
I think Doctor Strange. I think Tom Holland will be in the Doctor Strange film, and then at the end, which will set up.
But I think
a month later, like
it
comes out in October.
Like the visual effects of Doctor Strange could take a long time as well. Who knows? But so Electro and Doctor Strange are
Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire potentially.
But the big ones are
signing on.
Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
I really like this. There's 2 reasons why I like this. One, because obviously retro, I love him, and as Tobey Maguire,
it will just be insane just to see 3 Spider-Mans in the same film.
And obviously, there's Miles Morales. Have you seen that?
Apparently it's been reported that they know they have a cast.
People are saying it could be Jaden Smith.
Who?
Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, so people are not sure, but people are saying it could be him. But if it's him, then big money. But
that will be interesting.
Debate because he hasn't done a few big films for a while.
But basically, what this
and then people are saying get Will Smith to be his dad for some reason.
Basically, what this is confirming is it's a live action Spideyverse.
Yeah,
and that is everyone's going to fan out. Yeah. Everyone's going to just their
minds. I think it will set up.
It's going to be amazing.
I think you said when they signed on Tom Holland signed like 5 more films, couple more with the MCU.
They signed.
Then go on to do Sony.
He signed 2 more films with Marvel.
This could be.
I think it was meant to be. I don't think I was wrong with what I said. It was definitely his own film and then another one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They could keep him in the
MCU. I don't know though.
They're doing the Spidey.
If there was another thing though of he can be in another like Avengers film. I don't know if that was the case. I could be wrong.
Well, they are setting up a new generation. With She-Hulk, Daredevil, She-Thor, and all them. All she's, and they got Captain Marvel in it.
I think Female Thor will be like a 1, maybe 2 film thing. I don't think it'll be last long. But
Natalie Portman's like 40, so I think you can get a few films out of her.
I think she'll be She-Thor.
Couple of films.
I think she'll be She-Thor for 2 films.
It's just like Chris Hemsworth.
And then Chris Hemsworth will come back to it.
I mean, he'll make a feature like the start of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Then he'll say he's got to go somewhere, which will be like the next Thor film. And then he'll be in Thor 4, Love and Thunder. And then he'll either die in that film, or he did come out and say he wants to stay as Thor as long as he can.
Yeah,
because he loves the character.
Yeah.
Although
that's why I think She-Thor won't be around for long.
As well, unlike Robert Downey Jr., he said that was my last, not his last appearance, but he obviously is going to be in Black Widow.
It'll be his last big appearance.
Yeah,
it'll be like he'll probably have
and he said he doesn't want to come back as well. He said that was the perfect ending.
Yeah, he'll probably make like a cameo here or there. But that's about it.
Yeah, and that basically, and then Captain America, Chris Evans being the 37, 38, I think it was a good ending for him as well, but obviously they've still got a lot to explain about how he brought back all the stones and when he had mishaps and changed the timeline on how he stayed with, what's it, Maggie or whatever her name is at the end, whatever her name is. But yeah.
You mean Peggy Carter?
Yeah, whatever. It's been a while. Yeah, so it's just there's a lot of plot holes in it, but there was always going to be plot holes. They'll probably fill in with the new series.
You know what, Charlie? I think you just need to get over it because Avengers Endgame was amazing.
I'm getting over it.
It was a very good film. I need answers.
It was a lot of fan service, but it was the right fan service.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course they would have done.
The fact that when I swear to God, when Captain America picked up that hammer, I was just
Mjolnir.
Huh?
How do you pronounce it?
Just the hammer, mate. It's just he just as soon as it saw it rise, I was like, that is not Thor. I love to see like how Chris Hemsworth, like in the first Thor film, he was just very serious about the role, and then he went to a very humorous character.
No, yeah, the transition of
like MCU generally is just humour, isn't it? And action, humour and action.
Yeah, but it'll be very exciting to see Spider-Man 3, whatever it be called.
Looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy 3 as well.
I'm assuming it will be the title will be like home based because they've obviously done Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home. It'll be interesting to see what the third film will be called. Spider-Man Homesick.
Spider-Man Into the
Spider-Man
Spider-Verse.
Work From Home because that's what everyone's got to do now.
It'll probably be like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or something like that. But
no, because they've already done that.
No, but like not that exact one, but like something
Spider-Man
to do with Spider-Verse.
Homeverse.
No, it has to be. It's only called the Spider-Verse. Nothing more.
But Spider-Verse From Home. It'll be interesting though. But they can't. They can't
rush this.
They can't. Yeah, they can't rush this. I think I have my trust in Marvel.
Do you think with Toby and Andrew, if they are in the film, as it's reported, first question, do you think they'll have a lot of screen time, or will it be varied? Second question, do you think they'll be in future films? Will this film set up a Spider-Verse that will spiral on to be loads of more films?
I'm going to answer the second question first.
Okay.
No.
You don't?
I think this is a one-time thing. They may make a cameo, but I don't think... I think this would be the final appearance as them being Spider-Man on the screen. Mm-hmm. The first question, which was about screen time, I think they'll have a bit of screen time. I think it'll be like... They'll be introduced probably like 30 minutes in maybe, and then there'll be like this
Doctor Strange like Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
On you go.
Just
off you go to Sony.
It's been another 5 years. Psych. But
back time we go.
Yes. But I think it'll be like all three of them are in the same scene together, and then like maybe
if I get a scene with all three of them in it.
Oh yeah, that will happen.
Get in that frame.
That will 100%
Thank you very much.
That will 100% happen. There'll be like two portals.
Thank you very much.
There'll be like two portals. And
if they get Tobey Maguire in his black suit, oh my God! I mean, they need Venom for that. What will they do with because they're going to bring Morbius and Venom in? Because you know in the Morbius trailer thingy, you know his girl Tom Holland, Spider-Man's girlfriend in the first film, was it called? What's her name again?
You mean the father of her?
Yeah, but it was her father. He was like Vulture.
You could just say Vulture.
No, but you know, like her.
Yes, I know her.
I wonder if I don't know if she's going to be in it again, but obviously Vulture. He's in the Morbius trailer.
Why would she be in it again?
Huh?
Why would she be in it again?
No, but I'm just saying, if she's in it, then
but why would she be in it?
I don't know, but his father is in it, so I don't
know. Her father?
I know, but if it means like her coming back into the show, then his father comes back.
Because he was in prison.
Yeah, I know.
She wasn't in prison with him.
Obviously not. But I'm just saying if she comes back, or even her mum comes back, I don't know. But that's not the main part. What I'm saying is Vulture.
No, now it is. Now it's not. The story's based on her. Is she going to be in the film?
I don't know. Of course not. If Vulture, is in which he is in the Morbius trailer, and if Morbius, I believe, is in the same universe as Venom, then they're going to have to bring Venom and Morbius into Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but what? No.
Depends on how they do it.
What's going to happen is
Carnage
what's going to happen
in Venom 2 next year.
What's going to happen is
all Spider-Man.
What's going to happen is Tom Holland will go into the Sonyverse. That's what's going to happen. Tom Holland will go in the Sonyverse. So we won't see Morbius in that.
But I mean, even Toby and Andrew aren't in the same universe. They're going to have to link them all together somehow.
Yeah, that's why I said two portals, which will put one of them being Tobey Maguire and one of them being...
I think Doctor Strange might go and meet them all individually. But I wonder how Tobey Maguire will look, because obviously he hasn't been on screen for 13 years as Spider-Man since he played the last appearance. I think it's 2007.
It'll probably be like an older Spider-Man.
I think they should revamp his career, because a bit like Robert Downey Jr., he was pretty much dead until he became Iron Man, and then he became Iron Man, then he became a worldwide phenomenon again.
No, Robert Downey Jr. is kind of different though, because I think like the age.
It's the same sort of aspect.
No, because Robert Downey Jr. that was Iron Man was his peak, but that was in his 40s.
It's just Tobey Maguire's just gone into hiding ever since he did
Maguire in his 20s or whatever was Peter Parker.
He's 40 now, isn't he?
Well, yeah, I don't know how old he is.
Yeah.
But I think this will be one of the best films ever.
If they do it right.
If they do it right, I have my faith in Marvel because they've done
we don't know who's
recently.
Did you say who's directing it, or do we know?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the same guy that directed the other two. Let me have a look. Spider.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire's 45. So,
3,
and Andrew Garfield's 37. So they're both getting on. So Tobey Maguire, it was 2002, I think, the first one, wasn't it? So it's 18 years ago. Jesus. 35. He was 27 when he played a kid who went to college.
We've got to remember as well, actually.
27, and then he was... how old was... And then when was the next film? It was 2002, 2005?
Apparently Flash Thompson will be in it.
Hmm.
That's the guy that turns into Venom, isn't it?
Huh?
Flash Thompson.
No, that's...
Flash Thompson.
Oh, no, it's not the guy who plays Venom at all. It's the guy who plays Venom is... You mean the character?
No, he's a fictional character.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No, it's not. It's... Oh, you knew his name.
I swear he turns into Venom.
No.
Now we're just having a look.
I know his name. How come I forgot?
Oh, he turns into Agent Venom. That's who it is.
Eddie Brock. Yeah. They actually, if you go back in the first Spider-Man film, there was a little Easter egg in the first Spider-Man film with Tobey Maguire that he said Eddie's waiting outside or something like that. So Eddie was actually revealed to the Spider-Verse way before people thought.
Wait, what?
In the Tobey Maguire trilogy. Tobey Maguire being 45, it's not that old, middle age, get some shape.
Oh, okay, so it is John Watts, the guy who's done the other two. Okay, fair enough. But no, yeah, I think sorry, that's who's directing it. But yeah, it should be very good. It should be very entertaining.
I might dedicate the whole day to it. If I can, I'll go to the premiere, but it's very unlikely, so I'm just going to go. I'm going to cinema. I'll watch it probably twice.
Yeah, it goes to premiere in like 2026.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it doesn't get delayed.
At this rate.
Yeah, but if it does come out Christmas time, it'll be a nice little Christmas present for next year, wouldn't it? So, early one.
Okay, I was going to say. I was like, Christmas this year, you're going to laugh.
Not at all, mate.
Well, it is...
Bringing the film forward, what?
It is scheduled for November next year.
I thought it was December next year.
November.
Well, it might be,
November 7th.
I saw it was December. It might be November.
I saw November, so
bloody on the
now we have
websites.
We have a look now.
Either way, it should be a nice little early Christmas present. Spider-Man.
Let me try and find it.
I forgot to say I don't want that one.
Oh no, you are right. December 17th.
Thank you very much.
My bad.
Spider-Man 2. Oh, it's 2004.
Whether or not that's set in stone remains to be seen, as it's moved a couple of times already. Most recently from November 5th, 2021. That's why. So it was originally November 5th, but they've changed it to December because...
I wonder what they're going to do with the MJs in that. Mary Jane. Isn't that her name? Like that?
Well, they'll have Zendaya back.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that'll be it. Because Gwen Stacy is in the Amazing Spider-Man, but
she's dead. She's dead. But do you know, Doctor Strange would be like, do you want her back? And then just come and bring her back. No. But it might happen, fan service.
Well,
Doubt it.
Wait, how would he bring her back if she's dead?
Get back in time.
So basically use the time machine.
Yes.
Go to an alternate universe.
I mean, they have got the time machine in the Avengers, haven't they? Now?
Yeah, I know, but that's
all thanks to the old trusty.
But we don't like that. We don't like
Iron Man.
Go back in time. And just like, let's pluck you out and save you again.
Just go back in time, bring back Tony Stark, and then go back in time. No, absolutely not. But I think, but you never know.
You're right.
No. I think what's her name? MJ and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's still alive, so I doubt she'll make an appearance. But I wonder how they'll perceive, because obviously Tobey Maguire not being on the big screen for a good long while. Like, will he keep up? Will he put 100% effort into this role, or is he just doing it for the money, or would he go into it going, "Oh my God, this is a great opportunity for me. Like, I'm 45 years old, time to make some good money."
It'll be great fan service.
You know what
I think he'll get a lot out of it. It's just a one-time thing, though. I think it'll be a one-time thing.
You don't know that. Looking that way.
No. To him, in my opinion, he will see this as just a one-time thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll gain anything out of this. I know it's a massive thing. See, I told you this, Flies. There's a massive thing. It's a massive thing, this. But, sorry. But,
get back in.
But, it is a massive thing, this. But I don't see him getting anything after this. This is just a one-time. This is like somebody coming out.
The fact they've reportedly signed on now, like just before they're about to start shooting, sounds like it's just going to be some sort of cameo, or it's just going to be like a
no. Because I think if it was like a cameo or something, they would keep that hidden. As it's
because
as like Electro's been announced, so it's like he's signed up to be.
I think they're going to do Sinister 6 with Electro.
That would be interesting to see, though. But I don't know. That would be interesting.
I would like to see it. I think it'll be like a much better version.
That's what I was going to ask. That actually, do you think they'll include the Spideyverse and Sinister 6 in the same film, or do you think they'll do Spideyverse first and then save the Sinister 6? No, wait. And then they save the Sinister 6 for
a future film.
Future film, maybe in the Sony.
Yeah, I think what they're planning to do is, obviously it's going to start off Tom Holland, probably with Happy, you know, the character.
Oh my God, Happy! My compass has been blown.
and then they honestly somehow they find Doctor Strange. Well, he'll probably appear in his film, won't he? It will set it up, and then they'll like some sort of time jump. I wonder what they would do with. What people seem to forget is at the end of Spider-Man: Far From Home, Mysterio leaks who he is, isn't he?
That's why I just said that.
No, you didn't.
I literally said, Happy, my cover's been blown. As in, everyone knows that he's Peter Parker.
Oh, we went just the character Happy. Well, his name's Happy.
Yeah, that's why I said, oh my God. That's why I was pretending to be Peter Parker and be like, oh my God, Happy, my cover's been blown.
I thought you just meant Happy. Anyway, move on. So, basically, calm down. So basically, with his cover being exposed, I don't know if they'll use Doctor Strange to try and change that. If they can, but
it's going to be like that the entire film.
But I think,
and then
I think he might go into the Spider-Verse because the world knows who he is.
No, because then what's the point?
What do you mean? Because that's a great escape, isn't it? So now he's not there, so they can't capture him, although they can expose him. They can go to his room and nick a couple of things. Most about it, isn't it? You know the character who plays. Yeah, you know the character. You know the actor who plays Ned. He's really slim now. You know.
Yeah, I have seen that.
I think people are saying he's going to be like the new Green Goblin or something.
No, because. No. I think it was.
It's like he's too much of a weird character.
No. That was.
It'd be weird though to see him skinny.
That was.
Not skinny,
no, that was the guy. No, that was the guy that's in the films. I can't remember the one that's like always taking the mick out of Peter and
Flash.
Yeah.
What about him?
That's apparently a rumour that he's actually going to be Green Goblin instead.
I don't get how it would work with the new Spider-Man, because obviously in the Amazing Spider-Man and all that, and Tobey Maguire, he's seeing like.
But we haven't seen his parents.
We
haven't seen Flash's parents, which means that he could be an Osborn. And since they've got Oscorp being built,
they are making Oscorp.
Is
it going to replace the Avengers Tower?
Yeah, because that got. Well, I mean, I say it got blown up.
Was there an Easter egg saying like it got bought by Oscorp in the background of the scene? I can't remember. But
no, they just saw it was being built.
So yeah, I think that's where Sinister 6 is going to come into play, with Dr. Ock, Electro, and Green Goblin. I think Vulture might be in it. I'm not sure.
Actually, I'm going to ask another question then. Who do you think will be in the Sinister 6?
Well, I was just starting that. So
yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to ask that question now.
Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Vulture. I think he'll be in it, and then he'll realise he's making a bad decision and leave, but he'll still be part of the Sinister 6. Because you remember at the end of Spider-Man when he backed him. Yeah.
He was like, if I knew who he was, he'll be dead already.
Yeah. So it'll be weird to see what he does with that, especially because he's a Morbius. And then
so Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Vulture,
Electro, and then we'll go with. Would Venom be part of it? Would Morbius be part of it? Venom's like an anti.
But Morbius hasn't come out yet, so I wouldn't say Morbius, and I wouldn't say Venom because that's Sony.
Who else would you say then?
Mysterio.
What did they do with this? Because they haven't really captured him, have they? He's still in it, isn't he?
Because that guy pulled out like files, so I think he's still going to have like some
I think they're bringing a character who is from the comics, who nobody really has. He hasn't been in a Spider-Man film yet. Sandman, he might bring him back. You never know.
I was thinking maybe because Tony Maguire's coming back, they may bring back Sandman, but I'm just thinking actually no.
There was such a sad ending at the end of Spider-Man 3 with Tony Maguire. It's like when he killed his granddad. The new Spider-Man, you don't see it.
No,
in the original ones you do.
Peter didn't kill his...
Well, not him, but Sandman.
His uncle.
No, Sandman was reported to have killed him.
But
it wasn't him.
No, but it's his uncle, not his granddad.
Yeah, same thing.
It's not.
To him it wasn't. It felt like a granddad.
What are you on about?
Just the
Uncle Ben. It's a classic line, Uncle Ben.
Yeah, great, Uncle Ben.
Stop touching me, man.
Get your hands on my son. You can touch me on the stuff.
I didn't mean to. But anyway, you were like...
I'm making my space, myself known. Anyway, so
this is one of the weirdest. This is one of the weirdest podcasts.
No, you're making it weird. But with Uncle Ben's rice. No, I'm joking. With Uncle Ben,
put it in the microwave.
Haven't they changed that now or something because of like?
Wait, what?
They changed the name of Uncle Ben. Haven't you heard or something like that? Because of like racial things or whatever. They changed it.
Oh, you mean the actual rice? Okay,
yeah.
I was going to say. I thought you meant like the actual Spider-Man character. I was like, why would they do that?
No,
I was like,
it was a granddad after all.
Yeah, because the granddad.
No, but yeah,
Grandpa Ben.
But I mean, yeah, Uncle Ben. Obviously, in the Tom Holland Spider-Man, you don't see him die. You just imagine him passed away. But with
what do you mean imagine? He is dead in the Tom Holland one.
Yeah, but you imagine him. He's already been shot and all that.
Yeah. It's already happened. We don't care about all that.
Yeah, great. But in Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, you see it happen.
Well, we actually saw him get shot, didn't we?
That's what I mean.
In the Andrew Garfield one, but in Tobey Maguire we didn't until the third film.
But I think, he dies in the first one, but you don't see who killed him until the third one. But I mean, it was ported that it was Sandman. That's why Spider-Man was so angry at him, and then he replied, and then at the end, Sandman, the actor who played him, was basically just like, I didn't kill him, I tried to save him.
Yeah. Thanks for telling me that now. At the end,
it was the guy that ran out, didn't he? He had a fight.
In the first one.
Yeah, he had a fight, and then in the end, he ran up and shot him or something because he didn't, and he let him out into the elevator, didn't he? Yeah. They all linked together quite well. They did quite well with that, but. Yeah,
and it was like, what the hell, man? The police was like, what the hell?
Like, thanks, and then let him go down the elevator. Yeah. But I think, I think it'd be a really good movie.
Could they have arrested him because he technically assisted? Like he assisted.
Well, he didn't assist.
His
purpose was to take.
He purposely let him go.
And the police didn't confront him. They walked up to him and was like, "Why did you do that for?" Or something like that. And he said a quote which I can't remember. And then he just went,
"With great power comes great responsibility."
Well, he didn't say that,
which is why I let him go.
Not then. He wasn't quite Spider-Man then.
What do you mean? He had that suit. He had that like sweater.
It was quite similar to Tom Holland. Quite not copied it, but it was fairly. It had relations to that old suit that Tobey Maguire made. The first one he had, and the Tom.
That one, right? I see what you mean. I was like, not the Tony Stark.
I think they went quite comic version with Tom Holland. The fact that he didn't make it himself, it was Iron Man. But I accept. Well, he's only a 15-year-old, isn't he? But
technically, he made his newest suit.
Technically, yes, because in Far From Home, he didn't technically completely make it, but he tweaked it, didn't he? And changed it to make it to fit him, didn't he?
No, he made it himself. That's a brand new suit. That.
Yeah, it is a brand new suit, but I mean, he used his technology.
He used Stark Type,
I mean, at least he knew how to use it.
It's still technically his suit.
He did make it under the supervision of absolutely no one. Well, exactly. Happy, but you never know.
Well, he played Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Because it's not Led Zeppelin. It wasn't Led Zeppelin.
I mean, yes, I think with the film, if it goes well. I do think though, I think they're planning it to make it's going to set up the next generation of Avengers and the Spider-Verse, but I do believe that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire is going into this thinking, yes, we can get money. This is only going to be a once thing because the amount of change from Spider-Man. Tom Holland is the recent Spider-Man, but I won't write this off. If this gets the money that people think it's going to get and the amounts they're going to earn and their net worth, I'm not writing off the fact that with the future Spider-Verse films, whether it's made by Sony or MCU, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield will be in future films.
Nope.
Yeah, but you don't think that. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm not writing it off. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's happened for us. This is a one-time thing.
I want it to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm not writing it off.
It won't happen. I think it will either be just a cameo or nothing.
What, in future films?
In future, like a quick cameo of like, who's that swimming up there? It's not Tom Holland. Oh, it's Tobey Maguire. No.
That's the worst cameo of my life. If that's the cameo they make in this new film, I'm leaving the cinema.
Well, no, not in this film, but like...
Yeah, I know, anyway, any film.
Yeah,
especially this film, God.
Is that thrilling? Oh, it's Tobey Maguire. And it's just like, hi.
Yeah. Do you think either of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man could die in this film?
Ooh. I think Tobey Maguire's maybe.
I don't think Andrew Garfield's will. If anyone's going to die,
I think Tobey Maguire's, yeah. Plot twist, Tom Holland's.
Because like, he had like the right ending to Spider-Man 3, but I felt like they actually I think they were going to do Spider-Man 4, but they cancelled it.
They were going to do Spider-Man 4. Well, they were meant to do Spider-Man 4. They were meant to do...
This is Spider-Man 4.
They were meant to do Spider-Man 4. They were meant to do the Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Obviously, both of them didn't materialise.
But people obviously, like, they have their favourites. If you had to put them in order, who was your favourite, best or worst? All three Spider-Man. It's very hard for me to pick, but I have my orders.
I think... Wait, it's very hard to pick, but I know my order of it. Okay.
Yeah, because it took me a long while.
Okay, you go first then. Because I think I know my order.
Okay, this is so hard. I like them all. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate on all of them.
I know my order, but it's very hard.
I like them all. Like, don't get me wrong. They all play very good Spider-Man. I enjoy them all.
Go from bottom to top.
We forgot that lizard guy from Spider-Man. He could be in Sinister Six if they bring him back. You never know. But from the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I can't believe it was 9 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, coming back.
It was 9 years ago, wasn't it?
I remember I bought that.
It's 2013. Spider-Man 2. 2013.
I remember I bought that on
DVD.
DVD. I remember I bought that on DVD, and I watched that the day before I had my operation.
Lovely.
Not for my hand.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. But just to make things a bit easier. I mean, in 20.
Wait.
In 20.
Well, that was before I knew I.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, we don't have to go into that. But I mean, in 20...
We can do that for another podcast where we talk a bit more personal stuff. But anyway.
In 20...
Anyway, what?
13,
anyway, stop trying to...
I'm not! I'm going to say it. Well, I asked you first, you didn't say anything. But anyway, right, okay. My order...
Number three first.
Third place, Andrew Garfield.
Wow.
Second place, Tom Holland. Third place, Tobey Maguire.
You know what? I thought that would be your order. I'm going to go third place... I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen the Tobey Maguires though. Oh!
Don't get me wrong, I've only picked Tobey Maguire because he has the best suit, it's retro, and
suit's good.
Although, the one doubt I have about the two previous Spider-Mans, Tom Holland, is they're a lot older than the character they played. Even Tom Holland
that is true.
Was 21 when he played a 15-year-old kid in Far From Home, whatever.
But Tom Holland can get away with it because he's still quite young. Like
he looks young as well.
You look at him and you go, yeah, he can look like a...
And the fact that he's only, 24, 25, he can easily do another 5 films and still look not that old.
Yeah, he could still do another couple of...
And the fact that he's bringing out a Spider-Man movie every 2 years, they've kept consistent with him.
Yeah,
and he's how many films has he been in now?
Civil War was his first one, Homecoming, Far From Home, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, so 5.
Yeah, and
because it was meant to be a 5-film thing, wasn't it?
And then he's going to have Doctor Strange, Spider-Man 3, and all these future films. Yeah, so he's going to have at least 10 films, surely.
I'm going to go...
I think it'll be the MCU though.
I'm going to go Andrew Garfield.
What, third?
Third.
Yeah.
No, first. I'm joking. Third.
The one when I said Andrew Garfield third, why you were like, oh...
Because I'm going to go Tobey Maguire second and Tom Holland first.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, that like...
I like all of them.
I just think...
If Andrew Garfield had a third film, I may have picked him second.
I just think, like, if there wasn't Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield before Tom Holland, we could be talking about, like, a actor in terms of like a similar connection with Robert Downey Jr. and Tony Stark. Like when you see Iron Man, you think no one can do it like Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, absolutely.
I think if
I've never
Tom
seen Iron Man again.
If Tom Holland if this was the first time we were seeing Spider-Man, I think people would say no one can do it better than Tom Holland. And I think that's like with everyone, that every single character that
everyone just says Tom Holland is the best MCU Spider-Man. Like he's the only one.
But I think that's the best. I think like every character that has been introduced in the MCU, I couldn't imagine a better actor portraying that character.
What do you think about the recastings though, like War Machine? You remember he was in the first Iron Man and then he recasted to Tom Cheadle.
That's different because like...
I think Don Cheadle's done a quite good job.
Don Cheadle's done great.
Is he going to appear in a film again? His mid-50s? Is he going to?
He might be like the next Avengers, but I think that'll be it.
I really I cannot wait to see Tom Hardy and Tom Holland being on the same screen together.
But too many Toms. But
Venom.
I think every character that has been cast by the MCU have been amazing. I think you can't really imagine anyone better. Like, you've got Captain America, Chris Evans. You can't really see many people doing a better job. Chris Hemsworth for.
Do you know what's his name? Loki actually auditioned to be Thor.
Yeah.
I was like, you are not bulky.
I saw that on the Graham Norton show, and then it was like, I think the director,
you're a perfect Loki.
I think the director or somebody was like next to him, and they were like, so why did you not go with Tom Hiddleston and go with Chris Hemsworth instead? And they showed a picture of Chris Hemsworth like with all his muscles out, and like, I think it was hair, I don't know, the beard maybe, I don't know. But they dyed Chris Hemsworth's eyebrows in the first film. It was very weird.
Yeah, they did, didn't he?
Yeah, very weird.
Very blonde, wasn't he?
But I think that is all the time we have got for this episode. We've been going on for a lot longer.
How long was it? Over an hour.
Over an hour, yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
Don't think so.
Let's have a quick look on.
I don't think there is. Next week, I would like to explore different ideas that we could potentially do.
Yeah.
So one of them, I would like to talk more about ourselves, because I think the audience haven't had much about us in these podcasts, nor probably do you want to be fair, which I don't blame you, but that's one thing I want to do. Another thing is just try and do like, not necessarily the exact thing, but like just some would you rathers, like just like talk, just like a word, and then we try and do it. We try and kind of like on the What's Good podcast, where they do like they do a certain thing. It's like if it's good or not. We could do stuff like that, but also let us know, guys, in the comments below what you would like us to talk about. As always. Also, thank you very much for 12 subscribers. We're very happy with that.
Yes, keep building. We'll
we're
aim for more. Obviously,
yes.
If you're new here, do subscribe.
So please let your mum and dad know about us. Let your dog know about us. Your friends know about us.
Just get them to click the
button. Get them to
make as many counts as you want.
Exactly. Yes. Just get us up there. If this channel passes my own channel, I don't know whether I'll be happy or not.
Of course, you've got to be happy.
I'll be happy. It's a good
project.
But then I'll be like, damn.
Well, put it this way. In your previous channel, like.
What do you mean my previous channel?
Okay, well,
it's my current channel.
It's your channel.
I'm uploading.
I say previous because
how many views has it got since?
Didn't upload for like over a year.
Let me see how many views I've got.
It was pretty much in the dead in the water.
Let me see how many views I've got now compared to when I checked a few.
On what? Your new video?
Oh,
no.
Vixar's just uploaded the KSI assistant video. Oh, that's going to be interesting.
I'm not.
We'll
see.
It's got. Actually, that could have been my view. Actually, I think that's one view. So 0 views, I think. Sad times for me. Sad times. 2.5 hours.
You'll get there. I think you should.
2.5 hours.
Scrap the channel.
2.5 hours.
On this
out. 2.5 hours. Well, out. Oh,
yeah.
God.
I mean, I won't be uploading content until I get my stuff.
But. Yeah, I know you won't. But anyway, thank you guys and girls for watching.
I mean, I got a quick thing. I mean, if we're ending now, fair enough.
Okay, fine.
I mean,
okay, go on then.
I mean,
okay. No, not pause that for a minute. Go on.
This is something completely off topic. But it's just...
We weren't really on the topic.
But it's just... What's this thing now about... Everyone seems to be going back into, like, childhood now. Like, this is not, like, personally, but, like, going back to retro things. The things like Pokemon are all coming back into, like... how is everyone back into Pokemon and we're, like nowadays, like, adults? How come it's now risen now? Everyone's now talking about it.
I think it's just lockdown, mate. I think it's just that. Like, people have got too much spare time on their hands.
So
they're running out of ideas and they're like, let's go nostalgic.
I was just curious. I'm just like... Yes, we all collected like these cards when we were like, you know, in primary school and all that trade and stuff like that. And I see these people sending them for like 100 grand. I'm like, should have kept them.
Yeah, that's true.
I
mean, we weren't to know that there was going to be a pandemic. Surely the pandemic
I'm not gonna lie,
had some effect on that.
I've got a Yellow Cheeks Pikachu at home. I'm not even joking.
How much does that go for?
It's not first edition.
Well, no, but how much does it go for?
And it's not obviously mint. It's not cracked.
Wait. What was it again?
Yellow Cheeks Pikachu. I looked up how much some of them were that I had.
What, yellow what?
Cheeks Pikachu.
Yellow Cheeks.
And it's shadowless, and it's not first edition. It goes base set, shadowless base set, first edition base set.
Wait, what have you got?
And then it goes, the best card you can get is holo.
What have you got?
Shadow. No, just type in Yellow Cheeks Pikachu, and then I'll let you know which one it is. But
well, I've done that, and it's come up with all this stuff.
Let me see. So if you look on the card. If you go on images,
this will be interesting. Charlie could be a millionaire without even realising.
Right, so okay, so you see here, there's a shadow,
yeah,
and then here there's none.
Yeah,
there's not a shadow; it's more rare. So
have you got a shadow then?
Yes, but I think so.
Damn it.
No, but they're still going for quite a lot. But I mean, look, if you think of it here, like these are PSA.
Okay, so
that's 9. That's 1 to 10. You get them graded, and it's 1 to 10.
So how much is it then?
It's basically, well, let me just say this first. The rarest card you can get is...
Just tell me which one you've got.
I've already told you which one I've got.
Well, yeah,
the shadow version of Yellow Cheeks Pikachu. Base set.
Shadowed version.
Right, you can just go on... it's like websites you can find. But basically, the rarest card you can get that's collectible is...
I really don't know how much it goes for.
A first edition base set, Holo Charizard, solid stamp.
Do you know how much it goes for?
It depends. Like some.
Have you seen how much your car goes for?
I don't know. I think one I saw on eBay. Some of them were going for like 500 quid, something like that. But
damn.
But it doesn't. They didn't get graded, so it depends on the grade. You can get ones that are basically raw, which basically means ungraded. You can get PSA 9, which is very, very like mint condition. Then you get PSA 10, which is the highest grade. Or there's 2 rarest cards in the world. You have the base set, you have the shadowless set, and the first edition set. And the rarest card you can get is a Holo Charizard first edition base set, solid stamp, and you get you have a PSA 10, but then some guy has the only 2 in the world. He has both of them, and it's a. It's the grade up. Like a PSA 10 is like a 9.5 for that, and it's like a RGS, or I can't remember PDP RGS. But
okay, let's just.
It's about £10 million.
Okay,
or £1 million.
That's ridiculous. But okay, let's just end the podcast now because we've been.
I was just curious. I'm like, I need to go back in my loft and just sell all this stuff. You should dig them out.
I don't think we have any. I'm pretty sure I gave all mine to you. I don't know.
Did you?
I don't know.
I don't remember that.
It was a long time ago.
I did. Thank you very much.
I can't remember. It was a long time ago. But that is the end of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Follow the Twitter. Follow the Instagram.
Follow the Twitter and Instagram, please. Links will be in the description below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Joe.
I've been Jai.
We'll see you in the next podcast. Take care, everyone.